Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what is coming up for you in the month of November. Okay, what areas of your life are going to be impacted? What are you manifesting? What blessings are coming your way? Okay, so yeah, here we have three piles in front of you. Pile 1 is going to be represented by this clear quartz, which has a wisdom tree on top of it, embedded in copper and aventurine and amethyst. Pile 2 is going to be represented by this candle lit pumpkin, and obviously that's not a real candle, but it's just so nice to look at. Very Halloween fall themed. Pile 3 is going to be represented by this rose quartz. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and take a second to meditate upon the piles and pick one that you're the most energetically drawn to. You can pick based on anything, the angel numbers and the timestamps, if there are any, the artifacts that we have here. You can also watch multiple piles and just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Maybe not everything will resonate, or there'll be one other pile that will resonate more. It's really up to you. You have free will in your reality. Okay, so yeah, once you have gone ahead and chosen what pile you want to watch, head over to the timestamps if you haven't already, and we will see you in your respective reading. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. We're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what's going on in the month of November, what blessings are coming your way, what do you need to watch out for. Okay, so yeah, you all picked this gorgeous clear quartz crystal with the wisdom tree on top of it here. This is bound by a copper wire and it has aventurine and amethyst. I feel like you were definitely drawn to this for a reason. I feel like for a lot of you, you're invoking the wisdom within yourself, within your psyche, your subconscious mind, even like the resilience and strength from your ancestors that reside within your cells. Okay, there's a lot of great things coming for you in November. I can already feel it, but we're gonna start off your reading by rolling the astral dice to see what major themes you could be looking out for in the month of November here. Okay, so we have Mars energy. Interesting. I'm seeing passion. We have Leo energy. Ooh, okay, like spotlight energy. Yeah, passion, spark. I keep hearing the words like rejuvenation, vigor, like being vigorous, going after things. For some reason, yeah, I saw the word vigor today, and I realized like if you switch up the letters, that kind of looks like Virgo. That's interesting. I'm seeing some Leo, Virgo energy coming your way, some Mars energy. I believe Mars rules Aries and Scorpio energy. We do have some, I believe this is 6th house. Oh, that's associated with Virgo. Yeah, some 6th house energy. Or is this 9? Honestly, I can never tell. Yeah, okay, this is so interesting. I feel like this is 9 because it's close to the 7 and 8, but I'm getting more 6. I don't know. So I guess we can say 6 energy. I wish it was a bit more clear. Okay, no. This is obviously 6. And I believe this is 9. I feel like the dot should be on the bottom, right? Okay, so let's just say 6th and 9th energy, which is interesting because 6, 9, that's actually Cancer. Yeah. Basically, that's a symbol for Cancer. So 6th house energy has to do with like Virgo, and 9th house energy has to do with Sagittarius. So yeah, we have a lot of like just planetary zodiac elements affecting you very positively right now. Okay, because it's going to be positive. My readings are always all positive, but of course I'll tell you anything that you need to look out for. But I'm just seeing for a lot of you, the theme of this reading, because we do have a lot of like fiery energy here, you're going to find your spark back, your lick back, passion. That passion is coming back. Maybe you'll be in a passionate relationship, or increase the passion in your relationship, or just, have this like newfound passion for the things that you already do in your life. Maybe you'll rediscover things. Maybe you'll restart a project. I am getting some Ace of Wands energy. I definitely do feel like for a lot of you, like romance is going to be coming in for the month of November. We'll definitely go and pick some more cards on that. But I'm seeing that maybe you could be invited to an event where you'll be in the spotlight, or like maybe you'll be teaching a class, or again, I'm just seeing, your creative spark comes back, or you'll like revisit things. I know for me, I used to like make a lot of videos using my iPad, and I recently got back into doing that. I actually just upgraded it so I can like, convey the information that I have a lot more, like in a better manner, rather than, be like disorganized and all over the place. Like there's certain things, certain cards, certain tarot cards that, and like certain projects I went back to, like I was making some tarot cards using Canva, and I went back to that. So I'm seeing like maybe there is some sort of project that you held off on that you're going to be revisiting, or you'll be starting something completely new. But I'm definitely seeing that your creative skills will be put to use. Okay, I'm seeing that this is actually going to be a very social month for you. Even if it's like cold where you live, I feel like you're going to be going out and celebrating a lot. I do feel like, you know, a lot of social connections will come your way, or this could even just be individual. Maybe if you're not really in the mood for that, oh, sorry about that. You know, this could just be like, you know, finding your spark back, your passion back, you know, things like that. But I do feel like it's going to be a really fun month. There's going to be a lot of like things that happen that are going to just be full of like fun, happiness, excitement. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and pick some oracle cards to get more insight into what else is coming in. Okay, and like speaking of the 6th and ninth house energy, I did get some Virgo 6th house energy. So maybe you might be cleaning up your health habits, getting into supplements, maybe something to do with your exercise routine. Maybe you'll be finding like new like classes, you know, like some people got into like Pilates, yoga, or they're like always finding like new ways to kind of you know, vamp up their like health in whatever way, shape, or form. I'm even seeing something to do with plants, maybe getting new plants. Ninth house energy has to do with like traveling. Okay, maybe some Sagittarius influences could be coming in your life. November, end of November is Sagittarius season, so I'm seeing that, you know, that's all about exploration, travel, adventure, higher wisdom. Maybe you could be looking into higher wisdom, higher education, or it doesn't even have to be like formal, but just like, you know, gaining a higher perspective on things, new insight, you know, operating from the 5D. I really like that, gaining a higher perspective on something maybe that has been bothering you or troubling you for a while. You'll be like, oh, I understand why that had to happen. Maybe you'll be having like an outer body experience, or, you know, when you look at things from a different perspective, you'll realize maybe your problems aren't that bad. I saw someone talking about that on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, maybe you'll just be revisiting something from a higher perspective and understanding it a lot better. I know that if I were to go back and take my college classes, I feel like I'd have so many more tools and resources. And sometimes I think about it, I'm like, what if I had AI when I was in college? I would have done like so well. I would have understood things on a deeper level, really understood every perspective of everything from every angle, right? So yeah, that's just a random thought that I wanted to share with you. But yeah, let's go ahead and pick some oracle cards to see what's happening, coming in for you. Ooh, we have Cup of Tea, Patience, Reassessment. Yeah, so I feel like you're going to be okay, I know I said it's going to be a really fun-filled month for you, full of passion, excitement, and adventure, but I can also see you just like, you know, cuddling up, drinking some tea, watching your favorite, like, you know, fall classics, okay? I'm seeing here that right now the universe has been testing your patience, maybe in more ways than one, and that's causing you to reassess certain things. Maybe if you've been manifesting, you might be changing the way that you're manifesting, or maybe you might even just be continuing to manifest that, but from a higher perspective, like I mentioned. And I'm seeing here that like things are about to come to you really fast, and the universe is about to reward you for your patience. Okay, so that's really exciting here. We also have Harvest. Yeah, determination, hard work. Your hard work is going to be paying off. Everything that you have been doing for yourself this year, whether it be in terms of health, you know, like affirming, manifesting, all of that is going to be paying off. Okay, we also have here Chamomile, gentleness, relaxation, sleep. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, you might be having these really fun-filled days full of adventure, excitement, and passion, but then you'll learn how to kind of just, you know, relax, take care of yourself, tend to yourself. Okay, so it's going to be kind of a mix of both. I'm seeing that you're going to be embracing your duality. I'm seeing that just a lot of very positive things are coming in for you, and you're going to be learning how to harness your energy, alchemize, transmute, you know, manifest more abundance in your life. I'm seeing that a lot of you are understanding the power of rest and relaxation to help you manifest. You know, there are some days where you might just want to lie down in bed and just chill and, you know, just watch some, you know, whatever it is that you watch, TikTok, TV, YouTube, Netflix, whatever, and that's completely okay to do. Okay, this is literally a sign that it's okay for you to rest and relax, so that you can rejuvenate, you know, gain back your energy, gain back your power, and that's not going to ruin your momentum. One day of rest isn't going to ruin that, and just overall a lot of very positive things are coming in for you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick some tarot cards to see what else is going on. We have your Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm seeing that you're about to turn a page into, you know, in the storybook that is your life. Okay, you're finally stepping into this new phase of your life. Maybe it's not going to be like, you know, pages are not exactly like, you know, kings or anything, right? So it's like maybe it'll be like a bit by bit. Okay, I'm definitely seeing that. stability is coming in. I feel like you're going to be getting some sort of message that has to do with gaining monetary or material abundance. Okay, so if that's something you've been manifesting, that's definitely coming in for you. Ooh, we have 9 of Cups. Okay, this is where the love aspect comes in. Okay, there's a couple of different interpretations for this. So 9 of Cups has to do with wishes fulfilled. This is literally a wish fulfillment card. If you are wondering if your manifestation is going to be coming through, the answer is absolutely yes. It's an astounding yes. Okay, this is literally dream come true, wishes fulfilled. This also has to do with feeling very satisfied in your relationships, romantic relationships, social relationships. Okay, yeah, we also have your 6 of Cups. Okay, maybe someone from the past could come back, maybe someone from your childhood, or just like, you know, like the past in general could be hitting you up. Some past characters from previous seasons of your life could be hitting you up. Okay, 6 of Cups also has to do with like nostalgia, inner child healing. Okay, so that's something you could be revisiting. It also has to do with soulmate. Okay, so I feel like you could be with your soulmate in this month, or finding your soulmate, or reuniting with the soulmate. And there's multiple soulmates. Of course, this could be romantic. I am seeing for a lot of you, romance and passion is definitely coming in, but even just you know, maybe like a friendship soulmate, or even like your soul work, like your passion. Like maybe like for a lot of you, you're really going to be pouring into your baby, which is your project, or maybe even like, yeah, physical baby. Like for some reason I am getting like Empress energy, like fertility. So if you do want kids or babies, that's in the cards for you. But I'm also just seeing like, you know, feeling really good about the work that you do, really like refining your passion again. Okay, so that's really exciting. Magician. Okay, this is also the manifestation coming true card, wish fulfillment card. Yeah, Gemini, Mercury energy coming through, Virgo energy as well. Okay, a lot of watery energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Maybe you could have those influences in your life. Some Virgo, Capricorn energy as well. A lot of material abundance coming in, but I'm definitely seeing a lot of emotional abundance and just feeling really good about the things that are coming into your life. Okay, I'm also seeing that maybe some people have been kind of, maybe you're not as close with some people anymore, or like, you know, you've kind of been like not like drifting apart in a bad way, but like maybe like, you know, on social media, maybe like the people that used to like, you know, be really invested in your life, whatever, like maybe you might be finding like new characters, or new people could be replacing that, or like sometimes, you know, old people fall away from your timeline for either a better version of themselves to come in, or newer people, newer energies to come in. So if that is happening, that's a sign that something's definitely shifting. Not saying that has to happen for you to get your manifestation, but I am sensing that could be something that some of you are going through. We also have your 6 of Swords. Yeah, so this is leaving behind limiting beliefs and things that don't serve you mentally, okay? Swords has to do with thinking, you know, cognition, mentality, mind, the brain, okay? So you will be leaving behind certain things that no longer benefit you, or you're no longer in alignment with. And this is really good because this is clearing out energy for newer things to take its place, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and pick some more cards to see just what, you know, other things are coming in for you. Ooh, we have your liberty, single life, independence, self-discovery. Yeah, so for some of you, you could be single, or you could be kind of just rediscovering yourself. Even if you are in a relationship, you could be discovering just more things about yourself. Yeah, for some of you, you might be really tapping into that like independence and like, you know, feeling really good, feeling okay with where you're at. This just has to do with like self and sense of self, maybe like some first class energy coming through, okay, regardless of whether you're in a relationship or not. We also have your occupation, freelance, creative work, self-employment. Yeah, I feel like you could be, like I mentioned in the beginning of the reading, finding something that you're passionate about, maybe starting a new business, a new hobby, or revisiting something, okay? But something that's going to make you feel really good, something that will be really therapeutic and good for your personal development. We also have your journey. Yeah, I did get a lot of Sagittarius 9th house energy here, vacation, travel, escape. So that is something that's coming in for a lot of you if you want. That doesn't have to be to like a different country or internationally. It could be to a different city, or just, you know, finding something new in your city. Like for me, I live in the city in New York City, but I went to like Westchester and like, you know, discovered Sleepy Hollow and Tarrytown. It wasn't that far. It was literally just like an hour train ride away. So it doesn't have to be too far, but for some of you, I am seeing that you could be traveling, vacationing somewhere. I know for, you know, a lot of people in November, they, you know, take a couple of days off for like, you know, Thanksgiving and things like that, right? So maybe it could be around that time. Let's go and pick some more cards. We have your divine connection. Interesting. Your connection is divinely guided and deeply spiritual. Allow it to lead you to a love that is pure, profound, and transformative. Yeah, I'm seeing that you are manifesting transformative love, whether it be in the form of partnerships or self-love, or even your higher self is guiding you at all times, okay? That's really interesting. We also have your heartfelt communication. Open your heart and speak your truth with love and compassion. Effective communication strengthens your bond and fosters a deeper emotional connection. So I feel like you could be communicating with some people. We did get the Six of Cups energy, maybe someone from your past, or if you are in a relationship right now, you'll be increasing your communication with that person, or that person will be increasing, communication with you, and you will be strengthening your bond. And yeah, consistency, communication, contacts definitely coming in. I'm seeing that you're going to be around people. It's going to be really fun. You're going to be around like good energy. So yeah, that's what we have for you, pile one. I really hope this helps. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I do wish you a very happy November, full of love, happiness, peace, prosperity, and abundance in all forms, for the good of all and harm to none. I do want to let you know that I offer in-depth tarot readings as well as manifestation coaching. So if you're interested in any of those services, check out the description box below, where you'll find my website, and you can sign up for those services through my website. And yeah, thank you so much. Love and light. Hi pile 2, welcome to your reading. We're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what is coming up for you in the month of November. You all picked this pumpkin, candlelight thing. Obviously that's not a real candle, but it's just so cute. I love it so much. Great alternative to real candles. But yeah, let's go ahead and roll the astral dice to see what is coming up for you in the month of November. What major themes do you need to be looking out for? Okay, we got here Capricorn energy. That's associated with hard work, career recognition, fame, success, some 10 plus energy. Maybe you could be attracting some Capricorn energies into your life, or revisiting some Capricorn, like maybe someone who is a Capricorn could be revisiting you or reconnecting with you or something like that. Or maybe wherever Capricorn lies in your chart, you'll be invoking that within your chart, or 10th house energy is coming through as well. Yeah, I'm also seeing here, oh my gosh, I keep forgetting this is North Node or South Node. I'm actually going to have to look this up. North Node has to do with your, like the type of lessons you're supposed to learn in this lifetime. South Node has to do with the lessons you already mastered in a previous lifetime, right? So we do have here 4th house energy. 4th house energy has to do with Cancer, the home, maybe revamping things, maybe kind of cleaning up your home, or changing the theme of your home. As the seasons change, people bring out different decorations to match that season. So I'm seeing something to do with that. For some reason, I kept getting laundry, do your laundry, do the chores, just cleaning up your place will really help. Apparently, the home is, some people like to perceive your space as a living thing, and something that has energy, something that's I don't know if I call it conscious, but it's your home does have energetic systems, and different rooms represent different aspects, right? So bathroom, that's waste removal, so it's it's you're getting rid of old energy. Your bedroom is where you rest, relax, also associated with passion. The living room is a place of social, it's kind of a social scene, right? So it depends on how you associate each room with. But I personally just cleansing every single room. I like lighting incense whenever I shower. I have incense in my room to ward off bad dreams, and incense in the living room to make it smell good. But I'm seeing maybe you could be putting up lights, or just kind of making your home more comfortable. 4th house also has to do with family. Maybe you'll be meeting up with family. I know that November is when Thanksgiving happens, and a lot of people end up going home to see their family, right? So yeah, I'm just seeing that, yeah, Capricorn, Cancer energy is coming through. It's interesting because they're the opposites of the zodiac here. But yeah, maybe you could be attracting those energies into your life. Okay, by the way, this is North Node. That's really interesting. Maybe someone's North Node, maybe your North Node could be in Capricorn, or the 4th house, or even Cancer energy or 10th house energy, one of these. Yeah, but North Node just has to do with fulfilling your the lessons that you're supposed to learn in this life. You're going to be mastering the lessons that you're supposed to learn in this life. For example, if you have a Pisces South Node and Virgo North Node, Virgo has to do with being very disciplined, having a routine, being orderly, things like that. So maybe that's what you're supposed to embrace in this life. And Pisces, I know a lot of people that have a Pisces South Node are actually very spiritual in this life, because they were spiritual in a past life, and maybe that carried over in this life. I'm actually a Virgo North Node, and I definitely need to be more timely and routine, just be a little bit more organized, right? So I use the word routine lightly, because sometimes it's okay to kind of just go with the flow. Pisces is more about going with the flow. It's a mutable sign, so kind of just using these where you feel you need to. I like using my spiritual mastery for manifesting and enhancing certain aspects of my life. So I'm seeing for a lot of you, you're harnessing your manifestation abilities. You're learning how to balance going with the flow, and you're learning how to balance yeah, going with the flow versus like, you know, having a routine, figuring out when to rest, figuring out how to properly utilize your energy. For those of you that menstruate, you know how you have like 4 seasons, right? So maybe doing things according to those seasons, like follicular, menstruation, ovulation, luteal phase, right? You know, things like that. So yeah, just mastery over self is what I'm seeing is coming in for a lot of you. So fourth house energy and then Capricorn energy. This has to do with like work-life balance, like home career balance, you know, kind of figuring out how to really balance out different aspects of your life, right? Since they're opposite signs. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of you are embracing this duality within yourself and really living your best life, really figuring out what works best for you, and like, you know, doing things in a way that makes you feel happy, rejuvenated, satisfied with life. And maybe you're learning that it doesn't have to be, you know, you don't have to do things the way that everyone else is doing. Like do whatever feels comfortable to you, okay? Do whatever you feel like is going to be enhancing your life and bringing you the most joy and happiness. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some oracle cards just to see what the underlying general themes for you are. Pile 2, we have your moon energy. That's really interesting because that is associated with Cancer energy, which is associated with the 4th house. So phases, cycles, intuition. Okay, that's literally what I was talking about. I had no idea I was going to draw this card. By the way, this is from the Green Witches Oracle deck. Yeah, but I'm definitely seeing here you're going to be like working according to your phases. Maybe the phases of the moon, maybe you already do that. But I'm seeing here you're going to be strengthening your intuition, your psychic abilities. Moon also has to do with the mother, like maternal figures. So maybe connecting with your feminine energies or feminine energies around you, okay? Yeah, let's go ahead and pick some more cards here. We have here snow. This has to do with rest, contemplation. Okay, this is actually insane because this is exactly what I was talking about when I picked these, when I rolled the astral dice. And I don't like cherry pick these cards. I'm literally just randomly picking them. I already shuffled the deck. But yeah, I'm seeing here that rest, contemplation, this is a time for you to like, you know, kind of rest, just chill. That's why, you know, the message came up that it's important to make your home a place that you actually like being in, that you like residing in, dwelling in, make it as comfortable and fun as possible. One thing that really helps, like, you know, if you live alone, is to pretend that someone's coming over, so that'll like force you to clean it up. Or maybe you can invite people to come over, so that might force you to clean it up. But I'm definitely seeing here that like reducing the clutter, maybe yeah, decluttering, throwing things out, donating things, or kind of just rearranging your space will help you a lot and will help clear out any like stagnant energy, especially if you feel like you haven't really been receiving your manifestations and you want to, and you're just like, okay, what do I do at this point, right? So yeah, we also have your hedge, potential, boundaries, indecision. I'm definitely seeing here that if you've been indecisive about something or not exactly sure what it is that you want, maybe you were manifesting something but then you kind of changed your mind, I feel like a lot of you are going to be gaining clarity on that. It's really interesting because we have some scales here on this picture. That reminds me of like Libra energy, balance energy, like justice energy. I'm definitely seeing here you'll be receiving justice, clarity, insights, you know, as to like if there's a specific thing that you're going through, like maybe like a court thing or legal thing that's going to be working out in your favor. I feel like you're going to be setting like strong boundaries. And yeah, this is like giving very much like Libra energy or like, you know, Two of Swords energy. So if you were indecisive about something, maybe you're stuck between two options and two choices, the universe is going to be nudging you towards like the one that's going to be best for your highest good. And it's really telling you to trust your own instincts, what's going to be best for you long term. I feel like for a lot of you, you do want something long term. You do want like deep, long lasting partnerships and relationships. So if you are like kind of figuring out what to do with your love life, or maybe you have multiple suitors, like I feel like you're going to be gaining more clarity on that. You're going to be trusting your intuition and the wisdom within by resting, by contemplating. You know, we're getting some judgment energy here from tarot. So yeah, I feel like you're going to be really invoking that internal wisdom within you to help make decisions that will help lead you to where you want to be, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and pick some tarot cards to see what is coming up for you. We have your Six of Wands. This is from the Barbie deck, by the way, yeah. But Six of Wands, this is all about victory, happiness, success. Like, you know, finally getting that thing that you've been manifesting. Maybe there's something that you've been manifesting for a while, and I'm seeing that thing is finally coming in for you. I'm seeing something to do with the shopping spree. Maybe like, you know, if you want to go shopping and buy some things, that can help, like especially if you're trying to clear up your space, or like, you know, you're trying to like revamp your space or something. But I'm seeing like some sort of victory is going to be achieved because of all these like routine, like just all these things that you're going to be incorporating in your life that have to do with the home. Like I'm seeing the focus here is really 4th house energy and even Capricorn energy. Maybe like, you know, I feel like all the hard work that you're doing is paying off. I'm seeing you're finally going to be receiving success and recognition for the things that, you know, you're doing at work and things that you're doing for the community, okay? We also have your Three of Wands energy. Three of Wands has to do with travel, exploration, expansion, abundance. I'm seeing that you're really expanding your abilities in a lot of different ways. You're really expanding your capacity to receive more. I'm just seeing overall Jupiter energy could be blessing you. Jupiter yeah, that has to do with good luck, good fortune, good karma. Again, I keep hearing the words expansion and abundance. We also have your Six of Coins. Okay, Six of Coins is all about equality, balance, you know, balancing out your routine, your life. Being generous, maybe giving back. Now could be a time to, like, you know, really give back to society and community. And, like, you know, the more you give, the more energy you have to, like, you know, receive, and you'll be receiving even bigger and better things because of your generosity. I feel like a lot of you are givers at heart, but it's also really important to you know, balance out that energy and, like, not overgive, right? So yeah, we also have your King of Cups. This is great. King of Cups is about someone who's very loyal, emotionally mature. If you are manifesting love, especially if you're manifesting, or, like, you know, you want like a you know, love life with someone who's loyal, kind, caring, committed, that's definitely coming in for you. I'm seeing here that, like, you know, someone who's really going to be by your side, someone who has emotional mastery, someone who's just going to be there for you, and someone that you're going to, you know, feel really good being around, being with, is coming in for you. We also have your Two of Wands. Yeah, I'm seeing here with this Two of Wands, you could be stuck between, like, you know, two things. Maybe there's two things that you really want to do, or you just have a lot of opportunities and abundance coming your way. But Two of Wands could sometimes have to do with indecision. I'm getting, like, you know, you'll figure out, like, what brings you the most passion, what's the best for you. I feel like you have all the answers within you. I'm also seeing just exploration and adventure, and maybe even travel is in the cards for you. Okay, Queen of Cups. This is amazing. Okay, I feel like you're definitely going to be manifesting soulmate love in the month of November, because we got the King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Whenever, you know, the counterparts show up in a reading, that means soulmate connection. I definitely feel like if you are manifesting love, you're manifesting romantic love, you're going to be finding your soulmate or reconnecting with your soulmate. Or if you are dating someone, you're going to be, like, deepening your relationship, okay, strengthening your connection. Yeah, we also have your Emperor. Interesting. So this is all about, like, you know, stepping up to your highest potential. This is giving very much like Capricorn 10th house energies, getting recognized for your success. Maybe there's someone higher up, maybe some sort of masculine energy that's going to help you with a project, or help you get some sort of raise, bonus, promotion, or something like that. But Emperor is about stepping up to your highest potential, and really just you know, like, just invoking, like, the leadership qualities within you. I feel like a lot of you have so much potential that you are that might, like, untapped potential that you're finally going to be tapping into. Okay, and again, I'm seeing bonuses, raises, promotion, an increase of finances. Okay, leadership opportunities. I feel like a lot of people look up to you and are very inspired by you, and your community is really grateful for you and having someone like you. Okay, yeah, so let's go ahead and pick a couple more cards just to see what other general messages we have for you, maybe what themes of your life will be impacted. Okay, that's really interesting, because we drew imprisonment here, isolation, desperation, confinement. I feel like maybe for some of you, you feel the need to isolate when you feel really overstimulated by people and society. And the Spirit is telling you that it's okay to do that. I'm even seeing with all this Cups energy, and then also, like, the Emperor energy, like, your energy works best when you have some time to rest and relax. Maybe for some of you, you're really going to find, like, a good balance. Like, that's exactly what I was saying in the beginning of the reading with, like, you know, the like, the opposite energies here. Like, you know, finding some sort of balance between how you space out your personal time versus the time that you give to other people, your relationships, your significant other. Okay, you're going to be finding, like, a really good way to balance all of that. Okay, because I feel like you have so many people that want to be in your life, because you're so magnetic, you're so amazing, but you're figuring out how to really you know, not, like, separate that energy, but how to, what's the word I'm looking for, how to, like, categorize your energy. And, you know, you're just gonna be very strategic and smart and resourceful with your energy here. Okay, yeah, we also have your high honors. That's amazing. Medal, success, graduation. Yeah, I did pick up on that with the Emperor and the Capricorn energy. You are going to be receiving recognition, success, you know, more achievements in your life. Maybe if you are in school, you could be, like, graduating, or, like, you know, receiving, you know, like a what do you call, like, honor roll award or something like that. Yeah, but basically a lot of, like, rewards and good things are coming your way. That's really exciting here. We also have your Chaser. That's really interesting. Pursuit, lack of boundaries, pushing partner away. Maybe you really want love, but right now Spirit is telling you for you to be in your receiving mode. One affirmation that's coming up is, I don't chase, I attract. So I feel like you're gonna be attracting a lot of abundance. But if you have been doing the chasing, maybe there's someone you're interested in. I'm seeing that this person will reach out to you, but let the ball be in their court. I feel like this person wants to chase you. Okay, but I really do feel like your love life is going to be working out really well in the month of November. Okay, you're either going to be manifesting your soulmate, meeting your soulmate, or deepening your connection with someone. I feel like for a lot of you watching this, you're probably not going to be single, or you'll at least have someone to spend the time with, if that is something you want. But if not, that's okay. I mean, you can also definitely check out other piles, but I'm really seeing here, like, especially with this imprisonment card, like, I feel like I'm picking up on some Eight of Swords energy. So if there's something that you feel insecure about, anxious about, or something, you're going to be healing from that, or like coming to terms with that, or figuring out what that really means for you deep down. But I'm just seeing there's a lot of, peace, healing, alleviation. You're going to feel alleviated. You're going to feel good from whatever has been stressing you out or eating up at your energy. And you're just going to be learning how to, properly, like spend your energy, and like spend your energy and thoughts wisely. Like, how people tell you to spend your money wisely. Of course, like, that for a lot of you, I do feel like a lot of material abundance is coming in, but you're going to learn how to, like, budget and spend money where it matters. But I feel like a lot of you have already mastered that. But thoughts are also like currency. So if you feel like you've been, kind of leaking your energy somewhere, you've been like overthinking about things too much, then you're going to be coming to some sort of like conclusion, or some sort of like, the stress around that will be alleviated and lifted. Okay, like, you're gonna be like, okay, why was I spending so much time thinking about that? I'm gonna be spending my time, energy, effort where it matters, where I'm seen, appreciated, heard, valued. Okay, so yeah, that is what we have for you, pile 2. I really hope this helped. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. I do want to let you know that I offer in-depth tarot readings as well as manifestation coaching, and I also custom make subliminals. So if you are interested in any of these services, check out the description box below, where you will find my website, and you can sign up for the services through my website. And yeah, thank you so much. Love and light. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You all picked this rose quartz crystal. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see what's coming up for you in the month of November. I'm going to start off your reading by rolling the astral dice. Also, pile 3, I can already tell maybe that this pile might be different than the other piles, because I decided to have not one but 2 sources of fire, 2 sources of warmth and heat in your reading for some reason. I'm just like, what, like, my layout looks a little bit boring, let me add some more spice. And yeah, I decided to get out this like cauldron essential oil diffuser. Just put some oil in it, essential oil. It's actually, the one that I used is gardenia. It smells really nice and floral, and yeah, you'll see like the smoke coming up very soon. Then also this Honeycrisp apple scented candle from TJ's. If you know, you know. So yeah, I'm seeing like warmth, grounding. I also got this message about cardamom and cloves and warm grounding spices. Yeah, Honeycrisp apple, interesting. Maybe something to do with like making a simmering pot, having your place smell really good. Turmeric, okay, maybe you're gonna be, for some reason I'm getting like 4th house and 6th house energies, Virgo, Cancer energy, but also 4th house has to do with the home, things smelling good, maybe revamping your home. Okay, that is a similar message to what we got in pile 2. And then also, yeah, 6th house energy, I did get that in pile 1. So much for being different than the other piles. But yeah, I mean, I'm just picking up on maybe, eating like nice, warm, like grounding spices, or incorporating that into your food can definitely help with like root chakra. Again, I really like cloves, fennel, cardamom, turmeric. These are all really good like fall spices, especially like for those of you that live in the world, like the northern hemisphere. November occurs during fall time, right? So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and roll the dice to see what else is really coming up for you. Okay, we have your 10th house energy, interesting, Mars energy, and Sagittarius energy. Okay, I feel like your reading, pile 3, is kind of a mix of like the 2 piles, okay, because a lot of these are like kind of like the messages I'm getting, the energies I'm getting are like kind of familiar to the other piles that I filmed today. Okay, so yeah, that's good. I feel like you're getting the best of both worlds here. So let's start off with this one here. This represents Sagittarius energy. This has to do with exploration, travel, growth, higher perspective, higher wisdom. We have your Mars energy. This has to do with passion. Okay, some Aries, Scorpio vibes coming in here. Spark, passion, doing things that you're passionate about, reigniting that spark for something or someone, or like an old project that you'll be revisiting. 10th house energy, that has to do with career, recognition, success, fame. Maybe you'll be blowing up on social media. I feel like for a lot of you, this Mars energy, yeah, this is Mars, by the way. Mars and 10th house energy maybe go together. I feel like you're going to be receiving a lot of money for something that you're passionate about. You're going to be doing something that you're passionate about and receiving compensation for that in a very good way. Like, I'm seeing like for a lot of you, if you have a hobby or project or channel or some sort of like social media thing going on, you're really going to be blowing up. The algorithm's going to be working in your favor. Also, that's crazy. The minute I started saying that, like the smoke started blowing, yeah, from the essential oil. Oh, I love this. Such a natural diffuser. It's witchy themed. I love it. I love cauldrons, but yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like, yeah, it's pretty smoky up in here. But yeah, that's interesting because Mars, you know, that literally has to do with like passion. And as I was talking about that, this flame started burning brighter too. But yeah, you're gonna be burning bright, okay? Like you're gonna be like the star of everything. You're gonna be receiving a lot of fame, victory, happiness, success. Okay, maybe if you don't want fame, that's okay. But I'm seeing like definitely a lot of financial abundance, monetary abundance coming in. I'm seeing that, like, you know, cleaning up your space, cleaning up your altar, the dust off your altar, maybe incorporating some ground warming spices in your food can help you with achieving these things that you want. You're creating like grounding energy within you that's going to be impacting, you know, different aspects of your life, different chakras, if, you know, you believe in that, if you resonate with that in different ways. I'm seeing like, you know, life force energy, prana or chi, you're going to be like really tapping into that. I'm seeing that you're clearing out stagnant energy and allowing these new beautiful things to come in. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing for some of you, you could even be traveling. I'm just getting expansion, abundance, exploration, Jupiter energy, good fortune, good luck, good karma. Okay. All the good things that you've been doing for people and for yourself are going to be paying off, especially for someone who's really generous, you like donating a lot, you're always there for people. Okay. Yeah, a lot of that is going to be paying off. Let's go ahead and pick some oracle cards to see what other energies we have for you. Pile 3, we have your harvest. Yeah, determination, hard work. I definitely feel like your hard work is going to be paying off. Now would be a good time to, like, you know, plant some seeds. I feel like that will come through in, you know, 6 months from now. I'm seeing like Aries season of like the next year. Yeah, April, May, something big's going to be happening, something that, like, you know, you start manifesting now or working on now will really, or like maybe even continuing now, maybe you're revisiting something or continuing it. It's really going to be blowing up 6 months from now. So now's a good time to really get back on that harvest. You're going to be seeing the effects of certain things that happened 6 months ago if you've been working really hard on yourself, hard on your energy. Okay, so yeah, let's go and pick some more cards. Oh, okay, that's actually insane. We do this card, cauldron, because I literally have a cauldron here. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, we have your creation, opportunity, caring. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be having the opportunity to create things that you're really passionate about, do things that you're really passionate about, do things that bring you a lot of joy. This is something that you've been putting a lot of care into. Again, like a lot of people will, like, you know, call their, I don't know, I said again, but like sometimes people call their projects or YouTube channels, their business, like babies. It's like all this care, work, hard work you're putting into is finally going to be taking off for you. You're going to be manifesting new opportunities because of these things that you do. Maybe you'll be getting invited to, like, you know, cool events and things like that. Okay. We also have your soil. Yes, stability, simplicity. I'm definitely seeing here that, like, you know, now's the time for you to just like realize, okay, it's not that hard. Things are easy. Things are good. You're manifesting stability within your energy. I'm seeing, like, again, like grounding energy, root chakra energy. I feel like if you're manifesting a career opportunity or if you're manifesting money, something's finally going to be solidifying. This is money that is going to, like, you know, get you set for the rest of your life, or like, you know, you're going to be in a place where you don't have to worry about money and finances. I'm definitely seeing stability is coming into your life in more ways than one. If you've been manifesting stability when it comes to love, that's also going to be coming in. Okay. And the universe is telling you don't make things harder than they need to be. I feel like simplicity is really going to be helping you right now. Like maybe you've been kind of overcomplicating things or doing too much or like working really, really hard to manifest, and it will pay off, but the universe is just telling you, like, it's okay to kind of just, like, you know, take a break and, you know, just like keep things simple. Like, you know, it's like you don't have to overcomplicate things. Your energy is, like, you know, like amazing enough. It is magnetic enough for you to magnetize the things that you want in your life. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and pick some tarot cards to see what other messages we have for you. Pile 3. Okay, and then I will also go and pick some more oracle cards towards the end of the reading. Okay, we have your Emperor. This is really cool. Yeah, Emperor energy. This also has to do with, wow, 10th house energy. Okay, I guess this is kind of similar to the other piles. Yeah, the Emperor is all about stepping into your full potential, tapping into your full potential. I'm seeing here major opportunities will be coming towards you. Maybe someone who kind of resembles this Emperor, like, energy, maybe some sort of masculine energy could be coming in and helping you. Okay, I'm definitely seeing here that, like, you're gonna be finally figuring things out. Okay, like the Emperor is someone who has a good hold on his, like, you know, kingdom, the things that he rules, control over mind, control over self. Okay, so I'm seeing that if your energy has been kind of all over the place or, like, you know, kind of haywire, you're finally gonna be, like, you know, standing firm, standing on business, and you're finally gonna be getting that thing that you want. You're gonna be stepping into your highest potential, tapping into, you know, the emperor like archetype within you, whatever that looks like for you. For some people, you know, this could look like fame. For some people, this could look like wanting a promotion at work, getting more opportunities, okay? Maybe even tapping into masculine energy a bit. Yeah, we also have your Ace of Cups, okay? So this is all about a new beginning, renewals, emotional renewals. This is all about maybe, yeah, like renewing a relationship or connection with someone, or a newfound passion, or like just like Ace of Cups. Cups has more to do with like emotions than passion. Yeah, I would say Ace of Wands has more to do with passion, but Cups is all about like, you know, I always think of that as like opportunity, like new things being presented to you. Aces have to do with new beginnings, so new beginnings and like something that's going to bring you a lot of emotional satisfaction and also emotional stability, okay? So maybe if you're manifesting something in love, like that's going to be coming in for you, or you're manifesting someone back, I feel like that's going to be working out for you as well. Yeah, just emotional satisfaction is coming in, like newfound renewal, like, you know, of certain emotions or something. Like, you know how some people like renew their like marriage vows? Like, yeah, I'm kind of getting that. It's like the love's already been there all along, but like now you're going to be doing things from a different perspective, or taking that new step when it comes to your love life, okay? So I definitely feel like if you've been feeling a little bit stagnant, because I am seeing like, you know, I'm picking up on some hangman energy, which sometimes has to do with stagnancy. It's like you really do want to go forward. You do really want to take that leap of faith, but maybe something's been stopping you, and this could have more to do with like emotionals, maybe deep-seated fears, triggers, like limiting beliefs, things like that. I feel like you're going to be finding a way to transcend it, you know, transcend limiting beliefs, fears, clear that, transmute and alchemize that energy. Fire can really help with that. Sometimes, you know, we stay attached to things that like, you know, aren't even that great for us because it keeps us in our comfort zone. So fire energy is really good for, you know, kind of just getting us outside of our comfort zone, like, you know, really going forward and pursuing that thing, you know, that career, that job, or like even like renewing like, you know, your faith and love for you to manifest your dream love life, okay? So fire energy can definitely help. I'm already feeling the warmth around me. I love this so much. There's a reason why I decided to put candles in your reading, pile 3, okay? So 7 of Cups, interesting. A lot of options and opportunities are coming your way, okay? You're gonna have so many like, you know, opportunities in so many different ways that you're gonna be like, okay, this is all too much, but in the best way possible, okay? Yeah, we also have your Chariot. Okay, I think all these cards are upside down, but yeah, actually, let me just check. Yeah, they're all upside down. Okay, yeah, because I'm not doing reversals. But yeah, Chariot. This has to do with victory, success, happiness. Chariot is associated with Cancer energy, which has to do with emotion. So emotional mastery over certain things. I'm also seeing like if there's something, again, that you've been manifesting, you're going to be finding your will to like, you know, go after that. Again, just a lot of emotional happiness, success. Maybe this has been a really hard time for you. Maybe these past couple months or years have just been like, you know, kind of interesting, like haywire ups and downs. But I'm seeing that you've reached a place where your emotions are stable and like, you know, you've really harnessed that emotional stability within you for you to be okay no matter what happens. But I'm seeing like because you've gone to that point of neutrality or feeling okay, feeling good, you've called back your power, you've called back your energy, and now you're manifesting all these wonderful things into your life. You you know, mastered so much, so many lessons that have been thrown your way, and those are turning into blessings. And I'm just seeing that like a lot of abundance is going to come in all at once. So be prepared. Be prepared is what I'm getting here. We have your 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, so I'm seeing that, okay, I'm getting a couple of different messages here. You could be stubborn, but your stubbornness is paying off. But because we got that near the Hangman, I feel like sometimes this has to do with like, you know, your stubbornness to like just staying in your comfort zone and not getting out of it. But I'm seeing that either way, like things will shift, things will move, but it's all about harnessing that in a positive way, because you have all these amazing traits and you have all like, you know, all these traits within you, but it's like, what are you using those traits for? Are you using that to stay stuck in the past? Or are you using that to propel you towards the future? Or are you using it to keep yourself safe? Like I'm getting the message that it's okay to release that thing that you've been holding on to for so long. Okay, it's okay for you to release past versions of yourself that put up with certain things. It's okay for you to receive bigger, better things. It's okay for you to release fears, triggers, you know, things like that. Yeah, and I'm seeing that you're finally going to be rewarded for your hard work. The universe is rewarding you for your generosity, all the good things that you've done for other people. I'm seeing that you're finally like, you know, getting back everything that you've been putting out into the universe. Okay, so yeah, that's awesome. Let's go ahead and pick some more cards to see what other things are coming up for you in the month of November. We have your expectation, hopes, patience, observation. I feel like there's something that you've really been waiting on manifesting for you, and the universe is telling you it is coming in. Just be patient. Right now is a good time for you to observe your feelings and, you know, thoughts regarding that thing that you have been trying to manifest. Okay, we also have your attachment styles. Interesting. Secure, anxious, avoidant. I feel like a lot of you could be doing research into that. Maybe a lot of you are psychology experts because of like, you know, all the things that you've gone through. Even if you don't professionally study studied. I'm just seeing that, like, you know, maybe you could be learning about attachment styles, and I'm even seeing that maybe your attachment style is going from like whatever it was before. Maybe you were anxiously attached, but now you're going to be like, you know, securely attached. Okay, I feel like you're manifesting love that's going to, like, you know, make you feel good, make you feel securely attached. Okay, you're manifesting stability in your life, which is why even though we got all these options and choices here, I'm seeing that you're manifesting security within you. If you have attracted avoidance in your past before, I'm just seeing like what you're manifesting right now, especially with this Ace of Cups. What you're manifesting in your love life is going to be something that makes you feel really happy and good. Okay, we also have your change, relocation, moving on, new lifestyle. Yeah, you could be physically moving, or you could just be changing something about your lifestyle, or again, you're moving on from this thing in the past that you've been stuck on, hung up on, you know, as depicted by the Hangman energy. But either way, I'm just seeing that you're kind of clearing these things from your past to let these new things come in, because, you know, we have here the Emperor and the Chariot. I really like looking at the major arcanas because they're telling of the major themes here, and I'm seeing that, you know, it's interesting. You got Mars energy. Mars rules over Aries. Aries is associated with the Emperor. That has to do with the first house. So, you know, gaining confidence in self, kind of putting yourself first. Maybe in the past you've given a lot to people, you've given away your energy to people, but now you're kind of just like, you know, pouring all that energy back into yourself, and it's really going to be paying off in the best way possible. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing that you're going to be, I'm looking at the Sagittarius energy here, expansion, abundance is coming in, okay? You're going to be expanding your capacity to receive, and you're going to be in something, you're going to be in a romantic relationship, if that's something that you want, that's going to feel good, that's going to make you, like, you know, like, that's going to leave you feeling good and secure, and, you know, all these expectations you've been having for yourself, and maybe even from others, like, I feel like those people are going to be living up to it, because we got that on the top of the Chariot card. Chariot has to do with victory, success, happiness. Maybe you were really let down in the past. Maybe you were really disappointed, you know, because of these things that happened in the past, but we have your change. So I'm seeing that you're finally moving on from these disappointments that you've gone through in the past. Maybe there's someone in your past that, like, you know, really hurt you, really upset you, really broke your heart, and you still kind of get triggered. Maybe that's like the first thing you think about in the morning, and that causes all this morning anxiety, and you're just like, bro, like, why did this happen? It took away so much of my energy. But I'm seeing that's actually an illusion, because this thing that happened in the past kind of forced you to learn about yourself on a deeper level, learn about your attachment styles, learn more about your personality. Maybe you got into like neuroscience, affirming, you know, all these healing modalities that, you know, this is that you're realizing in retrospect was a blessing in disguise that's going to help you that's going to propel you towards your dream life, your dream future, that's actually been helping you all along. Okay, I'm also seeing that you have access to your highest self, your most intelligent self. You have all this infinite intelligence within you that you're learning how to invoke and tap within, for you to, you know, help you get to all these amazing things that you know, life has waiting for you. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of great opportunities that are coming your way. It's also really important to be vigilant about all these things coming your way, and it's okay to have expectations, but, like, you know, don't attach yourself to something like so deeply that, like, you know, that's your only source of validation. Yeah, now it makes sense why we got these two cards together. Maybe you were relying on something and that was like your only source of validation, and that thing didn't happen, and that really let you down and disappointed you. But I'm seeing here that, like, you know, so much has changed within you. The energy within you has changed, things around you have changed, that you're going to be able to gracefully, you know, like, accept this and move on, or, like, you know, maybe transmute this into, like, you're going to be, like, turning into a version of yourself that is going to be manifesting everything from here on out. We also have this blue butterfly and monarchs. You might be seeing a lot of butterfly imagery and symbols in, like, the coming weeks or so. Okay, that's a sign that, like, you know, whatever it is that you're manifesting is coming your way. Okay, but I'm seeing that you are finally surrendering in the best way possible to the best, highest version of yourself. Maybe there's certain things that you're letting go of to let these new beautiful things come in, and again, you're going to be very, very handsomely rewarded for that. Okay, so yeah, that is what we have for you, pile 3. I really hope this helps. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I do want to let you know that I offer in-depth tarot readings as well as manifestation coaching, and also custom subliminals. So if you are interested in any of these services, check out the description box below, where you'll find my website, and you can sign for the services through my website. And yeah, thank you so much. Love and light.